Bry Guy here, and welcome to Pixel Perfect. I'm the lead artist at Massive Damage Games, and I've spent the last 10 years working on video games and the last 5 years doing primarily pixel art. Let's get started. Today I'm going to be playing some Panzer Paladin. Cool intro. I'm liking this so far. Frame smoke animation, limited color background. Looks like they're maybe using about 32 colors limited to everything. Really nice use of limited animation, having panning keyframes there and then doing an animated cycle on the thrusters. Yeah, overall that was really cool. It gives me the feel of like Mega Man 4 when Mega Man dons the helmet to go into that one, or like Shovel Knight's intro. Overall, really consistent pixel art so far. You got really nice highlights here with the blue in the background. Let's start up the game and see what happens. I really like how that opens up and stuff. That's pretty cool. The scroll lines and the animation, the distortion on the main menu text is pretty nice. Let's get into it. So, new game. Let's do story. Just do the base classic, and normal should be fine. I love those rotations. I've done a few of them. They're fun to do, but they can be challenging. Okay. Nice. Okay, looks like you got 3 parallax layers going on in the background there. Got it. Some weapons. They do a really good job with this game capturing the limited color palette of the NES. It looks like they're aiming for a like NES-like resolution, like 240 by 160 or something like that. I'll pixel count it afterwards and get a sense of what it is, but it's definitely going more for the NES-like feel than for... Okay, got a down jab. Like it. Down hit these guys. Okay. I feel like I should be able to get these weapons here, but I guess I can't. Oh, almost didn't make that jump. Okay. Oh, nice. Hit up, I guess. Okay. Cool. So, like, art-wise, I'm seeing a lot of really cool stuff. It has, like, the black outlines around all the characters that you'd see typically on, like, an NES game. It's very typical. I mean, you see it in, like, Mario 3 or, like, Mega Man. It wasn't common in some NES games. You didn't see it as much in, like, Castlevania, or Mario 1 didn't really use it, but Mario 3 did. So, really good retro tunes, by the way. They do a good job communicating everything. It's like, I've had to do a lot of pixelated fonts like this, and you never feel good about the letters when you're doing it with such a limited number of pixels. It's funny how you gotta try to pull it off. Okay, so I gotta eject. Looks like this button on the Xbox controller. Okay. Oh, nice. Got grappling. I love how they're using the classic method of grappling, because they're doing what I would do, which is, like, I really don't like rotating pixels most of the time in games that are like this, so it's, oh, sorry. Do I have to keep hitting it, or? Okay. I'm pushing X. What am I missing here? Missing something. I really want my Paladin back. Okay. It says X recharge Paladin. I'm pushing it. Am I missing something? Get one of these or something? I love the mini sprite for the character. It's fun to do characters with such limited frames. What am I missing here? pushing X, it's not doing anything. Oh, I guess it is charged? Okay, never mind. That was me being a fool. Good spawn animation, really fresh. I also like the smoke effect. I think it maybe could be a bit wider, but overall, I like the way it looks. Got it. Okay. Use your bumpers to switch between the weapons. Got it. What is this? Okay, you gotta sacrifice a weapon. Ah, you sacrifice a weapon for a checkpoint. Cool. They did a really good job consistent lighting on these assets. You can see they have the white row of pixels on the top, and then they have the blue underneath for the most part, and they keep pretty consistent with that to represent what they represent the lighting. 'Cause like when you don't have any lighting to work with in your game, you have to kind of light with your art. The issue with that obviously is when you have like flipping animations, they're usually inconsistent with that lighting. So it's like you have the shield lit on the back half, but it's still lit on the back half when you turn around. So that's why it looks like they went for more top left lighting on the environment itself. What was the button to exit the mech? It looks like there's a secret down here for that. Yeah, the sequence of balls to make the grapple is pretty funny. It's a big nod to the NES and Super NES. They would often do stuff like that, and the Sega would as well. Okay, let's get back in here. Nice. Okay, how do I get up here? Okay, rising attack. Cool, I mean, all the art is really clear, so you get a pretty good sense of what the enemies are, what the weapons are, how each of those is represented. Okay, got like Mega Man-like spike traps. Their animation pattern's a little irregular, which makes it a little harder to feel out initially. Oh, broke that one. Inventory. Okay. Got it. Yeah, so there's something about classic games that look a bit like this in regards to they look otherworldly in a way that games kind of get away from, and I really appreciate it about classic games that you would have I don't know, I just feel like as games were more and more able to represent reality, they get further and further away from looking otherworldly. It's like NES games did a really good job of looking otherworldly. Super Nintendo games carried that for the most part, but there were some examples where game series definitely lost a bit of that. Like I would say that if you look at Mega Man, right, it's like Mega Man 2 and 3 feel like they could be on another planet somewhere. Like it doesn't feel like there's anything in regards to that related to Earth. But when you look at like Mega Man 11, it just looks like Earth somewhere. And you really lose that feeling that you used to get from games. But this game does a really remarkable job capturing that classic feel and what made it special by limiting the color palette the way that it does. And using really obscure colors. It's like on NES, they did that out of limitations. They had no choice. They only had so many colors to work with, and they often had to reuse them from sprite set to sprite set, so they had to do that. Okay, I gotta sacrifice another weapon. What's the worst one I got? Let's insert that. Got it. Okay. You got your classic stage 1 boss fight. Let's see how we do. So Wendigo. I love that. It was two different animations. The blade, when it came in, it had a spin, and then it had an idle animation, and then it went back. Okay. So we got like Zelda 2 style. We have dodge button? Okay, we got a dodge button. Nice. Oh. Okay, let's try this again. Beat him. beat the intro stage boss. Oh no. Is this another boss or is this... Got a... Looks like a 3-frame scaling animation on that. Looks like a 3-frame animation on the spinning blade on that dino mech ship thing. Okay, let's pick a stage. Really interesting story. I think the animations there are a little limited. Could have been, I think, 2 more frames in that fire cycle would have gone a long way. Yeah, I hit this debate with the faces. So the bodies are really static in this, and with Star Renegades, I was a little bit... Maybe I moved the characters too much, and I should have done a little bit more of this, where you just have the characters primarily static or on a cycle, and then you animate the mouth. And probably try that maybe on the next game that I work with. Oh, is it gonna go in color? Oh, it's in color now. That means it's serious. Beautiful way to create contrast, though, having that dark background and then popping the color off of them. Okay, what do we got? USA, Mexico, Canada. Okay, let's do USA. I really like the cool to warm that they use to communicate clearly. They'll have like cool colors in the backgrounds and warm colors on the characters, or vice versa, to really help you know what's going on. But look how, like, this is supposed to be USA, but it looks more alien than most games, in a good way. It looks alien in the way that, like, this game feels like it's something different than everything we experience and, like, what modern games look like. And this is the specialness that you got in kind of classic games. Okay. Nice. Okay. Okay. So you got like these Mega Man style jump puzzles. They have cycling, red flashing before they blow up. I just want to see the explosion there for a second. Okay, the explosions, I mean, it's limited like an NES animation. It looks like it's mostly just a big explosion and then a dissipation. Looks like probably a secret here. No? Okay. Frog gremlins. We all know the States has frog gremlin problems. I love this, like, beautiful... Oh, I don't have a spear! How am I supposed to get in here? Ah. Pesky. Oh, no. Okay. These traps are in Mega Man 3 Shadow Man stage. They can be a huge pain in the butt. Oh, I went on the wrong side. That was a huge waste of all my health. But now I have a spear. I have to use it. What? Where's my spear? Oh my goodness. Let's unequip that. It's about to break, and let's put the spear on. Okay. That. Okay, so you can only have 4 weapons cycling at a time. The spear's not as strong as the sword or the axe, by the looks of things. Okay. Okay, so let's see the idle there. It's got a repeating idle and then a hold for the animation. I like how weighty the character feels, even though it means that I think they slide for 1 frame. You can see on the character's walk cycle, when that foot lands, it holds it long enough, and that adds weight, but it means that we have 1 sliding frame, so it's like, that kind of compromises. Okay, got that. It's so easy to read the obstacles over the background. You'd lose it a little bit with the purple here. That purple is just a little bit harder to read. Okay. I really love the tiny character. It's fun that it gives you another chance too, so it's like you lose in a level and now you're like in danger. It'd be kind of cool if the music changed too to tell you how intense it is now. Gotta wait for these guys to come over here first. Such limited animation, like they really kept themselves to like low frame rate as much as low quantity of frames as much as possible to keep the feeling like a retro game. Just like this is the kind of problem that people face when they're making indie games nowadays. It's like, how much do you modernize and where, right? Because you don't have the limitations that you previously had. So you have to decide. You have to be like, oh, am I going to keep it to classic animation? Am I going to keep it to classic color palettes? Or am I going to be unlimited in color and be limited in another way? Because it's like, the beauty of pixel art is playing with your limits. Because, you know, you have to simplify somewhere. So you get to choose where you simplify. Whether you want to simplify in animation, you want to simplify in character design, or, oh no. All the way back here? Are you kidding me? Okay. This time I'm gonna not make the same mistakes I made last time. Let's give this another go. I love this repeating stair set they're using here, but they have some variety in it. You can tell by the bars being in different positions. Makes you wonder if it's a much larger sprite set. Or if they actually restricted themselves to tiles like they would have on the NES. They probably did. They probably built this all with tiles. How do you use the spell on a weapon? What is this? It says the weapon has a spell. Okay. Still alive. Looks like those balls that these things shoot are on like a 2 or 3 frame idle. Circular smoke puffs at uneven timing. It's cool. Okay. I'm not doing so well. Almost lost my paladin. There's gotta be a way to heal with this. How do you use the spell? No? I don't know. I won't play too much longer tonight. One more hit and I'm losing my paladin. Miss you, paladin. The music, you're getting that like subtle beat that's using like MIDI sound effects. I guess it's the basic, oh nice, train and parallax. Oh, go to the middle. Okay. These stages have a midway point where, oh yeah, you have to sacrifice a weapon to get them. Forgot about that. Nice. Oh, I can't do it. My mech didn't make it, so I can't sacrifice my weapon. It stinks. I don't think I can beat the boss with this character like this. Okay. Oh, you can just clear it if you run. Almost done. Oh, failed. All the way back at the beginning of the stage. Do you have an exit? Return to world map. Let's just check out one other stage real quick. Get a sense for the color palette and all of that. Ooh, Japan. Let's see what Japan looks like. Okay. I like the flip at the end there. Okay, it's got a subtle background animation. Looks like it's one tiled asset that's looping about. It's got 3 frames and it's going back and forth between them. This stage is using the, like, almost your character's color palette, a little bit more orange, just to show you what assets. You do lose a little bit of readability between, like, the floor here and the background layer here. The background layer just probably could have been used a little bit darker. That's a cute little animation on that character. Ah! Okay. I keep forgetting about my down stab. Like a shinobi owl. I don't know if that was the intention. Okay. Like Japanese horror enemies. It's like Ringu or I have an enemy like that in Fatal Frame 3 that scared the crap out of me. Oh no. Huh. Just jumped in time. Got it. Ooh, do I go back for that weapon? Oh, I don't know if it was worth it. Oh, that completely forgot that they switched from top to bottom. That's cool. They have like an idle walk animation, and then they have a single frame transition, and then they have I don't even know if they have a single frame to react to once they transition. Oh no. Okay, let's try this again. Keep losing it. Paladin back. This looks like the things that you get your Paladin back on. But you need to charge the podium first. A checkpoint, of course. I lose my Paladin right before the checkpoint. Oh, this boss. I love the charge and then the sweep. The way it dissipates is... Could have maybe used a bit more drag, but really cool. Oh. That one frame on the blade throw where it transitions to... it just makes it feel more alive, because it's like... Most people are tempted when they do a weapon throw like that just to have the animation be like a set thing that you rotate 4 times, but they have that unique frame in between that really gives it life. Like it's twisting a little bit. Oh, I almost beat him! Dang it. Anyways. Okay, that's enough for now for this game, but let's just turn this off and then have a little chat about it. So, I mean, overall, really great. I love what they're doing with pixel art here. It's probably one of the most solid homages I've seen to NES-based pixel art games. You have really, maybe Master System too, but you really have that, like, control of color, really using limited colors, thinking about where you're putting them, having the worlds feel alien in that kind of way that I miss from classic games. So, I don't know, overall, I think it's really, really well done. I'm excited to play more in my spare time.